Hi, I'm Otto Ralph, and I'm here in Tuskegee with the Honorable Mayor Johnny Ford.
Thank you.
We just concluded the National Youth Shakers Conclave and Awards, the U.S. exclusive edition, yesterday, and it was such a momentous occasion. And we're looking forward to the main edition coming in August. Mayor Ford, how did you see yesterday?
I was not only me, but the entire city
Yeah,
to have dignitaries, and you are dignitaries.
thank you.
We talked about yesterday about Africa. We talked about freedom. We talked about Juneteenth, but
Right,
we actually brought Africa, the
great.
best of Africa, to Tuskegee, Alabama. And the awards that were presented to the people who had made great contributions in science, in education, in politics, in business,
Yeah.
in human and social services. They were just so honored, so delighted, so proud to have received these awards from such a prestigious organization as the Rain Foundations. So it went well. I wish we could do it every year.
Yes, and indeed, we're going to do this every year. Every year, we're
Yeah.
going to have the special edition dedicated to happening here in Tuskegee.
Yes.
Yes, and we have the main edition in other states.
Yeah.
And there was this aspect that really grabbed my interest, and the aspect where we discussed succession
Yes.
in the panel discussion bit. Can you just share a little bit with our viewers?
You know, succession is so important. You see it among others, among European Americans, Italian Americans,
Mm,
the Jewish communities, and others. They do it so well, but none do it any better than we do
right,
as an African people, descendants of Africa. For we are the descendants of kings and queens and pharaohs. We are descendants of the people who built the mighty kingdoms of Timbuktu and others. And in Ghana, you have such great history. So we must say to our young people,
mm,
we are preparing you to continue this tradition, to continue and to succeed us and to do even greater things. And so it is so important that your organization has recognized that this is important and that we begin early to let our young people know that the reason why we love them so much and why we give so much attention to them is we want them to survive and to not only survive but to succeed
yeah,
and to continue the succession of our families and our tradition and our heritage. And your organization, the Rain Foundations, is an example of an organization that has taken this serious.
right,
Succession is important. We must continue our tradition and we must build upon it.
right. And then talking about succession and if indeed legacy, I believe that's why we have currently the Global Youth Network of the World Conference of Mayors. And having appointed me as your vice president, can you
Yes.
share a bit of the expectations in terms of what the mission is for the Global Youth Network
First
of
of
the World
all, I'm
Conference?
glad you recognize your responsibility.
Thank you.
You have been appointed by our board to be our spokesperson and to be our point person for youth. And we wanted to have a relatively young person to head this part of us. As you see, we are senior members. I've been
Right,
doing this for 50 years. I want to train future mayors and governors and prime ministers and presidents.
right.
And your organization and your leadership, which you have demonstrated over the last almost 30 years you've been
Right.
doing this,
Yeah.
that you are the person to help the World Conference of Mayors be infused with young ideas, young people, young concepts, achieving young achievers. That's what your whole agenda is all about.
That's correct.
And so now you have tailored it so that it fits right into the World Conference
Conference
of
of
Mayors. So
Mayors.
during our future meetings, we'll have the conferences with the mayors, but we'll also have at the same time a conference with our young people
Right.
where they will come together, where they will speak, where they will come up with their resolutions and their goals and their objectives. And then we'll come together and we will endorse and support their ideas. So we will not just be planning for the youth, but the youth will be participating with us. You know, that's why they have the Young Governor's Day or the Young Mayor's Day, where you bring young people
Get
into
together.
the mayor's office or into the governor's office or into the president's office and let them spend some time so that they actually can see. I remember my wife, who's a U.S. federal judge, had a program called Kids and the Courts. She would bring hundreds of young schools, children from the Boston school system into the courts so they could see the judges and the lawyers and the prosecutors and the defendants so that they could see the judicial system, because many of them were interested in going into law or becoming judges or going into that system. So the sooner we expose our young people
Yeah.
to the world that we expect them to succeed in and to be the leaders of the future, the better off we're going to be.
Right. So you've heard a lot, and currently we're on the groove. We're trying to cover about 50 countries, bringing together change makers like young people, young leaders. Of course, the older generation that have a passion, like Honorable Johnny Ford, as far as impacting young people is concerned. So we're putting together the global youth network of the World Conference of Mayors. And so if you're watching and you feel led, or you feel what do you call it, touched to
Yeah.
be part of this phenomenal network, global network, just contact me on the numbers you see on the screen, and we will take you through the necessary processes to becoming a part of the global youth network of the World Conference of Mayors. Mayor Ford, your final words.
We invite the world to come and grow with us
Yeah.
as we develop this youth division of the World Conference of Mayors. We are
Together.
together.
We're together.
Okay.
Thank you.